Hey everybody, it's John and Josh from Epic Optics, and today we're going to go through our Epic Ultra tripod and our Epic Lite tripod. We're going to give you the differences and we're going to tell you why they're phenomenal. The difference really is on the inside. We took a lot of time in engineering to get the exact tripods and heads that we wanted. We feel like we've got the perfect balance between size and weight. And we'll go over all of the specifications in depth, but let's go over it's called the Epic Ultra tripod. We feel like we've hit the sweet spot with great size and great weight. It comes in under 4 pounds for this full-size tripod. And let's show like this, the total height.
Yeah, as you can see, with this tripod, it'll go tall enough for anybody that needs to use it.
So Josh, how tall are you?
I'm 6'5". One of the important things about our tripod, we wanted one that a guy could potentially just grab one tripod and use it for everything. So it folds down small, it's lightweight, but yet it can go tall enough that you can stand to glass with or get down to sit to glass when you're doing that.
Yeah. And a lot of times we'll glass for hours and hours. So I like to change positions, throughout the morning or the day. And this tripod totally allows it. I did want to talk about on the internal. One of the things that was critical for us was that we had an ultra fluid head, so extremely smooth. And we've got that. Really, the difference in engineering, you're going to find, like I said, you don't see it, but it's inside. And the side-to-side action on this is just phenomenal. If you've got an animal you're looking at through a spotting scope and it moves, 10 yards to the left, and you try to move it before it would jump, and it jump past it, or you would get it zoomed in, especially if you're trying to digiscope and record something or record video. You would have to center it above the animal, lock it in, and then it would drop down on. These heads do not do that. You get right on the animal and you lock it in and it stays there. If the animal moves, you adjust the micro tension here and you're able to just move it a little bit and it doesn't jump. Otherwise, with the others, they don't move. You start pushing and it takes quite a bit of pressure to get them started to pan, and it'll jump right off the animal. You've lost it. It's out of the video. And we've solved that with this design, and the internals are just ultra smooth.
Yeah, one of the things I really like about this tripod too is there's enough fluid and tension, and I'll turn this and show you what I mean. The head on this Ultra, it wants to level itself. So when you don't have an optic on it, when you have the head here, you can loosen up the elevation adjustment. You can see that tripod, it wants to stay at a level position. In fact, it'll try and correct itself back to level at all the time, no matter if you go forward or backward. It wants to try and stay at that level position. Where that comes in really handy is if you're glassing, that way you don't have to put a significant amount of tension on it to hold it in that position you want it. Another good thing about it is you can see you get a heavy optic like this BTX on there. This is a 95 with the BTX from Swarovski, and it's a heavy optic. A lot of times when you go to glass from it and you go to loosen things up, it's going to want to go forward or backward on you. With this one, it's still going to do that, but you'll see all I do is loosen that up a little bit. There's enough tension, it doesn't rock back and fall and hit hard. Same way if you go forward with it, you'll see it wants to somewhat stay, and it slows that movement down. So if you accidentally bump your tripod or you stand and walk away from it for a minute and you didn't tighten it down, it's not going to completely rock forward and fall on you. As you can see, even with a heavy optic like this BTX, it takes it a long time to want to go back, and it doesn't bottom out and push. It still has some resistance wanting to hold it forward. So that's probably what impresses me the most, just the little bit of tension and pressure that's on it to keep it from just rolling away on you.
So like we said, we've hit that sweet spot between lightweight and size. So under 4 pounds, we're at 3.9 pounds. And the awesome thing about packing this is it compacts ultra small. So to get it the smallest possible in your pack, it's got an inverted release the legs, invert them, and the handle also adjusts So you just loosen it up a little bit. It'll go right back in. And right here, you're 18 inches long and only 5 inches wide here. So typically it'll go in the side pocket of a pack, or if you've got a smaller pack, in the middle.
Yep.
But really compact and lightweight. So for a full-size tripod.
Yeah, and that was one of the things that we liked about it, was we cut down that handle too. A lot of times you'll get a big long handle on a tripod that hangs out in the way. This one's nice and short, whether you're using it forward with your binoculars or back with a spotting scope. It's gonna be out of your way.
I was so tired of having that handle hit me in the chest on a spotting scope.
Yep.
And so this one's just nice. You can have a spotting scope here. If you put binoculars on your tripod here, you can turn it around and glass like this.
You can swap the handle either side of the head, depending as well, if you want it on the opposite side.
Also on the head, we've got Arca Swiss.
Correct. Yep.
It's becoming universal, the Arca Swiss. A lot of rifles,
Yeah.
a lot of the
foot
bases,
plate on the
foot
optic,
plates.
like on this Swarovski BTX, they've gone to an Arca Swiss compatible foot plate, so you actually don't even have to put a plate on the tripod. Every tripod that you get does come with a plate that you can put on the bottom of the optic that you're using, or the adapter for binoculars, something like that. But that's what is nice about this system, is there are a lot of rifles now, like you said, that even have Arca Swiss on the bottom of those rifles that can go right on the tripod. You know, one of the things some guys like, we decided to go with the center column just to give you that added adjustment. You know, when you're sitting there and you're glassing something, if you trying to adjust all three legs to get one adjustment is tough. So most guys like to be able to just adjust the center column up and down. One thing that you'll see with your tripod is inside the bag, you're going to have a little piece similar to this one. You'll see it. What this allows you to do is, on both of the tripods, you can unscrew the bottom cap on there. You can actually pull the center column completely out of it. So as you can see with this tripod, you take this little piece that's inside, you undo it, pull out that center column, you put this little piece in there, the head screws directly onto the top of there. So that way, if you decide you don't want the center column in that tripod, you don't need it. What that does for you is then it allows you to be able to get some tighter angles. That way the center column's not sticking into the ground or hitting your legs, something like that. But that tripod has the ability then, if you take that out, to go flat to the ground. So if you want to just carry this and not have a bipod on your rifle, something like that, you can shoot directly, even prone, off of this tripod. So it gives you that flexibility to have the center column in it, or if you don't want to have the center column, you put that little piece in there and have a tripod that can fold completely flat to the ground.
And I know a lot of guys who don't like a center column,
Yep.
and they want to sit and glass. And so if you sit cross-legged underneath this tripod, you don't have the center column if you don't want it.
It's a great feature because there are a lot of tripods before you either had a center column or you didn't have a center
Yeah.
column. So this one, either way, whether you prefer the center column or not, you have that option with this tripod. I think that's a really key feature. The legs, it's obviously a twist lock design. They're very fluid and smooth. It's carbon fiber construction, so it's nice, lightweight. It's not going to get cold on you. It's quiet to the touch. Very fluid and smooth when moving those in and out, changing the height of it.
I think quiet is key, and that's what we heard a lot when we were doing the research and the development on this. A lot of people, and I like the clamps, but they're loud.
Yeah, we also did a nice easy button on the side here. Some tripods will have a clamp or something you need to move in some directions. It's just a nice fluid button that rolls. It doesn't, you don't have to push it or anything like that. You just slightly pull it down and it can go down and get your movement that way. So it's a nice easy movement when you're trying to adjust the legs on that.
One of the last things I wanted to show is the custom case that it comes with. It's padded and it's oversized. So I showed how you can invert it and get it ultra small, compact. If you don't want to do that and you're just worried about time and you just want to stick it in the bag and use it that way, you just loosen it up, put it in. The bag's big enough where you can zip it in, throw it in the back of your truck or the back seat or whatnot. You don't have to worry about it getting banged up. It's inside the padded bag. You've also got the bag with all the side pocket with all the accessories, leaves you plenty of room. Here's where you'll find your feet and some extra tools for adjusting.
Okay, now we're going to talk a little bit about the Lite. As John said, this is the Ultra tripod and this is the Lite. They function exactly the same as far as the tripod goes. You'll be able to take the center column out, the same twist design, carbon fiber. It's all the same exact construction and function on this tripod. It's just the size difference. It really is made for a lightweight backpacking tripod. This tripod is going to be weighing in at 2.7 pounds, so it's really light. It really is made for backpacking. It folds down really small. The difference with the two tripods is the head. With the head on this one, it's a smaller, lightweight head. I consider it almost like a ball head in the functionality of it, but it's a hybrid similar to a pan and tilt head that we have. It comes with a shortened handle similar to what we did with the Ultra. We shortened it down so it's nice and out of the way. However, with this one, when you turn that, it frees up the entire tripod. But the nice thing about it, on the side of it right here, we've actually have a friction knob that's placed in it. What the friction knob does, it actually controls the elevation movement for the tilt. So you can still have, when you loosen the tripod up, you can move side to side, but it's not going to roll away on you. Traditionally, with the tripods that just have one handle that controls all the movement, when you loosened it, you couldn't control your side to side or up and down motions. With this one, you put a little tension on the friction and it's going to hold it in the position you want, but you can still freely move it from side to side. So that's what the Lite head, same thing, it's Arca Swiss design with a nice big knob on it to be able to control the tripod. The tripod's big enough that it's going to handle, you could put a BTX, something similar on this tripod. It's heavy enough that it's going to hold that for you. But the problem you're going to run into is just the weight and the size of the legs. Any little bit of wind is going to really affect that tripod. So with this one, being able to extend it all the way out and stand with it, those legs do get small, but that's the purpose of it, is for backpacking. It's going to be a great tripod for backpacking. All right, along with tripods, we came out with several accessories that are going to help you out in the field, whether you're glassing, shooting, anything like that. The first one we're going to talk about is the Epic rifle clamp. This is a nice, hard aluminum construction on it. It's built really solid. It's going to be able to handle any recoil from rifle that you're going to be shooting. The rifle clamp comes with an Arca Swiss plate already affixed to the bottom of it. You're going to be able to put it directly on top of the Epic Ultra or Lite combos, whatever you see fit. That's what's nice about having the center column removed, is you can get this low to the ground. Once you get it in there, you adjust it to your rifle, then you'll be able to have that fluid movement that we have in the head. It's a perfect combination with the Epic Ultra tripod to be able to shoot from. Another accessory that we're excited about is the Epic window mount. We've used a lot of window mounts in our day, and some of them we've loved, some of them we've hated. This is one that we came up with that we actually really love. We ended up putting the Epic Lite head on this window mount. It's just a standard window mount with a nice big screw knob, so if you're using gloves or anything like that, you're gonna be able to get it on the window as tight as you want it. And then you're gonna see that adjustment with the friction knob on that side, as well as the pan knob on the back. So when you loosen it up, it's really nice on a window mount with a nice short handle. You can get in there and tight and be able to use that and function in any way that you can from a window. This is another accessory that we're really excited about. It's an Epic Bino clamp. On the bottom of it, it comes with an Arca Swiss foot plate, so you don't even need to put a foot plate on it. It slides right into the head, adjusts down nice and tight. Once it's on the tripod, you put your binoculars in it and tighten them down. This clamp's going to fit anything from your 15 to 18 power binoculars all the way down to a pair of 10 or 8 to 12 power binoculars. It's a perfect combination on there. You can adjust it just right. You can throw it in your pack as an extra accessory to just have with you, or be able to use the glass from. So go check it out. These next two accessories are something we're a little bit excited about that's a little unique. One of the problems we often run into in the field when we're hunting by ourselves is being able to get kill photos or pictures by ourselves. What we ended up doing is we came up with the Epic Ultra phone holder or the Epic Lite phone holder. Both of these are very lightweight, but yet heavy duty construction. They fold down nice and small, so putting them in your pack, your Bino harness, something like that, they're not going to get in the way. The Lite is really easy to go on. It fits right perfect in the Arca Swiss head. You take your phone, put it right in there. It'll adjust to the size of the phone you need. You're able to move your tripod around to get a picture. The other one is the Epic Ultra phone holder. This is a pretty cool combination in the fact that it's a little taller stand. It also just goes directly right on the tripod. It has an Arca Swiss foot plate on it. It does have a little more adjustment So if you need to do some landscape or portrait, you can move your phone however you need. So it's a little bit heavier duty and a little more multifunction. A thing I like about it as well, on the bottom of it actually has these legs parts that spread apart. So late at night, if you're in your tent and you need to watch a movie, you can set that on your pack. If you're looking for any optics or new tripod or any of the accessories we talked about today, give us a call at 435-263-0777 or go online and check them out at epicoutdoors.com.